So today we're going to dive deep into the cultural roots and the incredible global journey of reggae music. We're going way beyond the whole beach party stereotype to uncover this amazing story of resistance, spirituality, and just mind-blowing innovation that became a symbol of hope for the entire world.
You've probably heard this before, right? And it's such a perfect description. It really captures how the music's rhythm feels like the relaxed but oh-so-resilient spirit of the Jamaican people. It's so much more than just a sound. It's literally the pulse of the island.
Okay, so behind that famous, laid-back beat is a really powerful message. It's a story about freedom, about spirituality, and about fighting for social justice. You see, this music is a conversation. And today, we're going to lean in and listen really closely to what it's been telling us for more than half a century.
All right, to really get reggae, we've got to rewind the clock, back to a time before the music even had a name. See, it wasn't born in a vacuum or anything. It was forged in this kind of cultural alchemy, this really unique mix of Jamaican folk traditions and these brand new sounds that were literally floating in across the water.
This timeline really maps out the whole journey for us. Just look at how it all unfolds. It starts with mento, the island's very own acoustic folk music, way back in the early part of the century. Then, bam! The 50s hit and American R&B starts blasting from radio signals, sparking this creative fire that leads right into the wild energy of ska, then the cool, soulful vibe of rocksteady, and finally, the revolutionary rhythm of reggae.
And this is a key. It all happened right there, in the streets. Sound systems were the absolute engine room of Jamaican music. These weren't just big stereos. They were mobile dance halls. They were community hubs. And here's the brilliant part. This grassroots innovation totally bypassed the official music industry. When they couldn't get enough American records to play, the sound system guys just said, fine, we'll record our own artists. And just like that, a whole new industry was born out of pure necessity.
So with the sound systems booming and all this local talent just ready to go, Jamaica was about to find its first signature rhythms. Let's check out the first two major genres that came out of this amazing culture, ska and rocksteady.
So ska, that was the soundtrack to Jamaica's independence in 1962. It was fast, it was driven by these big horn sections, and it was just overflowing with optimism. But then, just a few years later, as you can see here, the whole mood shifts. As social tensions started to rise, the music got slower, cooler. The horns took a step back, and that heavy, melodic electric bass came right to the front. That was rocksteady. And you have to love this story. I mean, whether it's 100% true or not, it captures the feeling perfectly. The vibe in the country was changing, right? The big post-independence party was kind of over, and the music had to change right along with it. The beat literally had to cool down.
So that cooling down of the rhythm, it actually created space for something brand new to grow. This is the exact moment where the music becomes a full-blown movement. Rocksteady laid the groundwork, but a new rhythm and this profound spiritual belief system were about to collide and create what we now all know as reggae.
The one drop? This is the brilliant technical innovation that defines reggae. Okay, think about almost any pop or rock song you know. The kick drum is on the one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Reggae just leaves that first beat totally open. It creates this kind of floating, weightless feeling, and then the drum drops on the 3. That empty space is everything. It gives the music its iconic pulse and lets that deep bass line truly lead the whole conversation.
So you have this new musical space, and what fills it is this incredibly powerful spiritual message. The Rastafari movement gave reggae its soul, its lyrical depth. The music became a way to challenge Babylon, which you can see here is their term for the oppressive Western system, and to preach this beautiful message of unity with I and I, this idea that the divine is within every single one of us. It basically transformed pop music into modern-day psalms.
The sound was there, the message was powerful, but the rest of the world? Well, it wasn't really listening. Not yet. It took a very unique partnership and a truly once-in-a-generation artist to turn this potent Jamaican music into a global phenomenon.
Bob Marley, with the visionary help of Island Records, became the one. He was the artist who could take reggae's raw power and package it for a rock audience without ever losing its revolutionary soul. And the sheer scale of his impact, I mean, it's just undeniable. It's all summed up right here. Time magazine named his album Exodus the single greatest album of the entire 20th century. Think about that.
But see, Marley was so much more than a musician. He was a genuine force for peace. For just one brief moment, on one stage, he did something that politics couldn't. This image of him,
holding up the hands of his country's sworn political enemies, in front of everyone. It's one of the most powerful moments in music history, period. It cemented his role as a true prophet of unity.
So Marley kicked the door wide open, and what came flooding through wasn't just a genre. It was a whole set of musical ideas and techniques that would fundamentally change the landscape of modern music forever.
Okay, now this is a direct line that might just blow your mind. Hip-hop was literally born from reggae culture. You see, the Jamaican practice of toasting, which is just rhythmic talking over a beat, that's the direct ancestor of rapping. So when DJ Kool Herc brings his Jamaican sound system style up to the Bronx and starts looping just the drum breaks of songs, well, he wasn't just throwing a great party, he was inventing a brand new art form.
And once you know what to listen for, you'll start hearing reggae's DNA everywhere. Seriously. That deep, heavy, echoing bass you hear in so much electronic music, that is the direct legacy of dub, a reggae subgenre. That sound is all over dubstep and EDM. And the spirit of it all is still alive and well today in the reggae revival, with a whole new generation of artists carrying that torch of consciousness forward.
You know, this quote just nails it. It really sums up the whole thing. On one hand, reggae gave a powerful voice to the voiceless. It became a weapon against oppression. But at the exact same time, it offered this message of love, unity, and spiritual healing that could soothe anyone, anywhere. It's a protest song and a love song, all rolled into one incredible rhythm.
So that's what I want to leave you with. In the world we live in today, where do you see music that isn't just entertainment, but is a true force for social, for political, and for spiritual change? Really think about it. The rhythm of resistance, it never truly fades away. Thanks so much for tuning in.